Okay then, let's get started. So today I'll be talking about how you can make an edit or video with the whole squad of pros in it. Now, as everyone knows, there's no multiplayer or online or anything like that for Xbox or PS4. I know PC players have mods, and I've seen some glitchy footage of people playing online, but it was pretty bad and less than ideal. I mean, the lag alone made me want to land Primo down a 30 set, but let's forget about that. Anyway, what I'll be showing you today is a way to make an edit with everybody in it. Even your own character can skate amongst the pros. Now, I would like to point out that it will take a significant amount of precise editing, but if you can handle it, the end result looks really smooth and flows much better than the standard clips, because you'll have skaters coming from all angles and just generally creates a much better atmosphere and feels more full of life. I know some people will be worried about it taking a long time or it being too difficult, but you can always refer back to this video for some tips on how it's done, and by now I'm sure everyone has a good amount of experience in the replay editor to get started. Even with the most basic experience in the editor, after watching this video, you should be able to make a really good looking edit. The key to getting this to work is finding a perfect end of clip spot to end your sequence and hopefully seamlessly transition into the next clip. It relies on the skater that you first decide to use to just leave the scene at the end of the clip, and for that end scene to be memorable and easily replicated for the start of the next clip. So when you start the next clip with whichever character you choose to use, you can start from that end point and then film the next clip. I'll go into that in more detail in a moment and explain exactly what I mean. At the end of this video there'll be a short edit that I made using the 4 pros, and also it will have my own character feature in it as well. I mean, everyone wants to do that, so I just thought I'd just throw them in there, just so you can get a good idea of the potential when actually using this method to film your clips. It creates a whole new way of filming and also challenges you and helps to put more life and atmosphere into Skater XL. I'm sure that anyone who watches and uses this to create edits will be happy with the result. So let's get started. For this how-to, I'm going to find a down rail and get a clip with my character, and then a follow-on clip from that. I'll be using Tom Astor. So what I'm going to do first on this rail here, I've just done. So we'll just do an ollie. I've done an ollie heel front nose slide. Now I'm just gonna start. It's just gonna set all the markers now so that the camera flows through the edit. This is just basic editing, what everyone does. So you press square. So go down here, press square to put another marker there, and then hopefully from the top to the bottom, it will follow me smoothly the whole way. And then when you get to the end. So my character is going to roll out there, you get to the end, you want to move it so that the character is out of the screen. So it needs to not be in the screen anymore, and you need to have kind of fairly sharpish turn going on with the camera, so that when you do the transition at the end, it's easier to transition into the next clip. So what we're going to find, what I'm going to look for now is a spot, literally a spot. So you see this spot on the floor. So we'll go down into that. We know that that's where we need to be at the start of the next clip. We'll move the camera up at this building here, and I'll align the bottom left corner to the bottom left corner of the building. Just a way to get it really precise, and just to you could do the top corner with the top corner of the building, the bottom corner with the bottom corner of the building. Also, you might want to take a picture of your phone or even a screenshot, so that when it does come around to you doing the next clip, you can refer to that and get it spot on. So that's where we end it. You can see the camera does a fairly sharp turn, so when we begin the animation again, when we start filming again, we can continue that flow around and get someone coming in from the right hand side. So I'll get Tom Astor now. We'll just do a little 5-0 heel to board slide down. So it's, yeah, like I say, it's going to be a fairly basic clip, nothing too special. The thing is, when you put all of these together, it ends up looking really good. It just becomes a really good clip. And like I say, there's no other way of doing this to get all the characters in the game. So I'll try and find that spot again now. Like I say, I've got a screenshot of it, so I'll quickly refer to that. So I think it's that little spot on the left. So let's just go to that. So you want to lower your camera into it, same as you did before. And once you're in the ground, come just very slightly out of the ground, and then get your camera in a position that you had it before. So we'll just dip it down here, and then face upwards a bit, just like that, and then align the bottom left corner with the bottom left corner of the building. That'll be the start of the clip. Let me just drag Tom out of there, because he can't be in the clip at the start, because it will look wrong. It's not going to look right with him already there. We need him coming in. We need the camera turning, and then him coming into the clip. So I'm just going to move him out of there. We'll set that marker there. Okay. Alright, just done that. So now what we need to do is we need to get this whole line sorted out now as well. It's a bit tricky. You've got to sort of fiddle around with it a little bit, make sure you've got it really smooth. You want that initial turn, so from that first point to this point here where he comes in, you want that to be quite fast. Like I say, so this is going quite slow now. You want it to be a bit faster than that, so it's as seamless as possible, the transition. There will always be a little bit of a kind of, it will be noticeable. You know, like when a video has a loop, or when a GIF has a loop, you can see the start point and the end point, but it does look fairly smooth. But we want that, and we want to replicate that. We want to use that method and make this so that it smoothly goes through. So let's just get the rest of this done. Okay, we'll just finish off this little clip here. Alright, we get another one here. Okay, hopefully this all flows through quite smoothly now. I'm just going to play this back, make sure it works well. Okay, looks good. Nice. Okay, let's see how the whole thing rolls through. Nice. Okay, you can see there's a little glitch there. That's why I say it requires a lot of precision. You can always get that out once you work on it a little bit. That will sort of, you'll be able to iron that out. What I'm going to show you now is the edit that I was talking about, using those techniques, those methods, and you can get it'll be a good example of what you can do. So here we go. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe for more.